Payments on the Stellar chain are continuing to grow at a healthy pace. We're going to take a deep dive with XLM price action along with Stellar Network stats. Now, what if I told you that Europe's second largest bank is buying BTC ETFs? Tell me that doesn't put a smile on your face. And viewers matter most. That's why your comments come ahead of the news. Dave CL Cases, thanks for your info chat. Always spot on with the good and bad. Always true to word. Thanks from over the pond. Yeah, I think I said over the pond one day and I meant to say across the pond. Seriously, chat was lit yesterday in the stream. We were talking about Jerome Powell and the Fed being stingy. Probably not going to get rate cuts this year as the market was pricing 3 in, but now we're looking at 1 if we're lucky. Bitcoin sitting at 58,532. We've got XLM price action along with network news coming up. ETH under 3 at 29.72. BNB closer to 600, 558. Matic, Dot, and Sol all making moves to the upside. XLM sitting at 10.8 with XRP sitting at 51.4. Let's get into some juicy goodness. Europe's second largest bank buys BlackRock. God, I can't say that. Let's try it again. Europe's second largest bank buys BlackRock Bitcoin ETF shares. But how much did they buy? Am I happy that a bank bought it? You bet your butt I am, but how much did they buy? Europe's second largest bank, BNP Paribas, has purchased BlackRock spot BTC ETF shares. Indeed, a 13F filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission shows the purchase of these shares in the firm's management form. Check it out. I've got all the juicy stuff that this place has bought. Do you want to know if they bought crypto? Do you want to know if they bought some Google? Do you want to know if they bought some MasterCard? I've got it listed right here. You can check it out. Why? Because as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Here's a problem though. The filing was made on May 1st, 2024 and detailed that BNP Paribas purchased 1,030 IBIT shares. Well, that's kind of a problem because they were only at $40 a share for a total cost of $42,000. So I get it. The big news out there from all the people are going to be, oh, the second biggest bank in Europe buys BlackRock ETF. Dude, they bought $42,000 worth of it. Really? Is that even a news story? But I brought this up because there's so many people out there trying to fill you with what? Hopium. Yeah, see, you have to read these articles and get into the details. And yes, I bring news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. Am I happy about this? Yes. Am I excited about the 1,030 shares at $40 a share for $42,000 total? No. If they would have bought a few million shares, maybe 10 million shares, I'd probably be happy. But what the fuck are we going to do with a bank only buying $42,000? That's not even a single Bitcoin. Come on, everyone. Stellar payments are continuing to grow. I got a chart up on the screen. This came from their Q1 dev action. So 125 million payments were made in Q1 of 2024. Taking a look at Stellar, you could see that transactions, though, are down quite heavily from 2023 time. In fact, if you look at liquidity, right, how much is locked up? 16.2 million. That's not that much. In fact, it's gone down here over the last month. If we zoom in even more, we can see that Stellar is listed 30th right now in market cap, with a market cap of 3.1 billion. In the last 7 days, down 3.6%. All-time highs down 88%. A look at XLM price shows it's not that hot. So yes, our payments continuing to grow. Yes, our people using the chain, yeah, but it's slowing down. Is there some money put in there? Liquidity, yes, but it's hardly anything. Is Stellar making payments? Yes. Is it equating to price action? No. Because when you zoom out, you're like, okay, so more payments, more payments, more payments. Oh, you mean more payments aren't helping the price? Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where people now are getting stuck. They're like, look, we love the good development news. We love that XLM is making a lot of payments. We like the fact that there's some liquidity. We like the fact that there's some good process operations. But it's not leading into price at all nor is it leading to people putting more money into it. Look, Stellar launched, okay, their liquidity pools, right? They launched that, and guess what, everyone? There is still only the same amount locked up as when they launched it about 2.5 years ago. So there is no money really flowing into Stellar. Yes, they're processing a lot of payments, but they're mostly payments of piddly shit where it doesn't really matter. What's a few pennies of a payment? Are you going to get rich off a few pennies? That's why I brought up this whole thing with the Europe's second largest bank. Is it good that the second largest bank bought some BTC ETFs? It is. But they didn't buy shit worth of it. Nothing to help out the price. Is it good that Stellar's got 125 million payments processed in quarter one of 2024? Yeah, but it was piddly small ass payments, and guess what? It sure as hell didn't help the price. See, and it's all about the details. Yes, Stellar can brag about their 125 million payments made in quarter four, but what if the majority of those payments were like a penny or two? Yeah, is that really impressive? What about the second largest bank in Europe buying BTC ETFs? That got everyone excited. Until I told you they only bought $40,000 worth of it. See, the details are where it's all about. Yes, there's gonna be some influencers out there that are gonna tell you, oh, Stellar big in payments. Oh, the second biggest bank in Europe is buying BlackRock. But if they're not spending a lot of money, and it's not affecting the price, does it really matter? And see, that's where the details lie. Yes, Stellar, a lot of payments, but they're shitty payments, and it's mostly junk on the chain. A little bit of dusting of crap here and there. Come on now, everyone. Payments from the scam tokens that are going on. So yes, development news, good. Yes, a bank in Europe, the second biggest one, buying BTC ETF action, yes, but again, they didn't buy a lot, and the Stellar chain isn't really growing. Look at the locked TVL on Stellar's chain. It's not growing ever since they launched automated market makers and liquidity pools. There has not been an overall increase of liquidity on the chain. So what does that tell you? They released the product 2 years ago, and we're still sitting at the same amount of liquidity. So just like that big bank buying BTC headlines, it means jack shit when you peel the layers of the onion and you look at the deets and you find out, oh, they suck and they're gross. What are you doing today? I've got a race coming up in a few days, so I'm hyper-hydrating as I'm going to be focusing on speed and heat training here over the next few months for my big race coming in July. Let me know what you're doing in the comments down below, and let me know if those payments are making you rich. And if you're a little pissed after hearing about that whole big BTC bank buying action, really only equated to $40,000 worth.